Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today is my birthday. I am 45 years old today. This is the first recording that I've made on my birthday in 3 years of doing this series of weekly posts. But this is the first time I've actually written and recorded on my birthday. There have been a lot of things on my mind this week as I kind of did my annual reflections and preparing for this somewhat milestone birthday. I feel like I'm now at the age that I thought was old when I was a child. I probably still thought 45 was old as a young adult, and now I'm 45. I don't know what to say about that. First of all, it is an awesome act of God to even be here still, living through a pandemic, and haven't been sick, amazingly, because I have been out. I do work in a building with other people, but I've been blessed. I've been, dealing with high blood pressure for years. I've been overweight for years. I'm finally at a point where I think I can control my weight so that I'm not constantly gaining weight, which is big for me. But I still have a lot of difficulty with losing it. I can lose a few pounds here, there, 2 or 3 pounds here, there, and then whatever. There was a period of time where I was afraid to drive. I had a series of car accidents. They were not my fault, but it resulted in me being afraid to drive. I've gotten over that. I'd say that I'm in overall good health. I have to put some cream on my feet. I can't walk around barefoot like I used to. I have to wear my slippers. I have to wear my glasses. That's probably the biggest health thing that I've experienced recently. My family will tell you that I have glasses stashed all around the house. I've got the little Dollar Tree readers, these blue light. I've got prescription bifocals. Even my friends at work will tell you that I have several pairs of glasses on the desk. I got glasses on the dresser. I can't even recognize myself on the Zoom screen without glasses now. So that's probably been the biggest health issue that I've dealt with in the past years. I've mentioned before that everybody has a proverb. There are 31 chapters in Proverbs, all written by King Solomon. And your proverb is the chapter that aligns with the day of the month in which you were born. So my proverb is Proverbs 16. When I read it again, verses 1 and verse 9, that tells me this is written just for Kim. I'll read them for you. To humans belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answer of the tongue. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. I am a planner. I'm a thinker. I like to do research. I like to do the calculations, and I like to work out all of the details. I really struggle with allowing things, as people say, to just happen organically. I don't like to leave things to chance. And I guess more specifically, and this is bad, I don't like to leave things to the Lord. Now, that's bad. I do pray without ceasing, but I also think without ceasing. And sometimes when God's answer is not obvious to me, I will fill in with my own plans because I've already got them made out. So I'll just fill in there. If I don't hear from God, I sometimes will assume that He's telling me to do it my own way. And that here in my 45th year, I really want to get that under control. As my Proverbs 16 continues, it says, all a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. The Lord works everything out to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. The Lord detests all of the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Yes, read your proverb whenever you get a chance. This past week in Bible study, we looked at Genesis 24. In this chapter, Sarah has died and Abraham is old. He asks his older than me. Abraham is like 124 years old. Yeah. Okay. He asks his servant to travel back to his country of birth and bring back a wife for his son Isaac. Now, he's asking him to travel about 600 miles, and it's not clear if the servant has ever been to this country before. So he's asking him to travel 600 miles to his country of birth and bring back a wife for Isaac. And in this conversation, I see that the servant thinks like me. The servant says in verse 5, what if the woman is unwilling to come back with me to this land? Shall I then take your son back to the country you came from? Abraham responds emphatically, no. He tells the servant that God has sent an angel before him to make the process simpler when he arrives. The servant prepares the camels and they make the trip. When they arrive, it's almost evening, but I would think it's probably several days because 600 miles in one day by camel is probably not going to happen. It was at a time when the women came out to fill their jars with water. The servant climbed down from the camel and he began to pray. He asked the Lord to make the trip successful. He asked the Lord to make it such that whichever of the women who were out there to get their water for the day, he asked the Lord to make it so that he would ask one of them for water. And if she also offered to water his camels, then that would be the wife for Isaac. Before he finished praying, as he looked up, Rebecca was walking towards him with her jar on her shoulder. And he asked for water, and she offered him water to drink. And she said, I will also water your camels. And so it says running. She was running back and forth with 10 camels who probably haven't had a drink in a while. So it's multiple refills for the camels. So he's studying this. He's using wisdom and discernment to ask the Lord if this is the wife. And he's asking for that confirmation. And surely enough, that was the wife. So he gave her some jewels and he asked if it would be possible for him to spend the night in her home with her family. And she says, sure. And so they go back to the home and her brother says, this is definitely of God. So it just, that whole segment just spoke to me. I don't know how many of you listen to gospel music, but there's a song that says, if he did it before, he'll do it again. We have a prayer. My family, we started off 2021. We started off with what I would say is a big prayer, but no prayer is too big for God. And so this passage this week in Genesis 24 has really just spoken to me that we need to be calm and we need to be patient and we need to stay in prayer, but that God has got this situation under control. And I don't know when he's going to answer this prayer, but I'm excited and I'm expecting. And whenever he answers this prayer, I will share it with you. It will definitely be a testimony for my 45th year. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're one of my Facebook friends, thank you for all of the birthday wishes. It's overwhelming, the birthday joy that has been shown to me today. Thank you.